Let me just go ahead and share this live real quick here. So I'm live right now on my, so this is my YouTube and Facebook. All right, so let's go take a look at what's going on now. Everything's moving now because the market just opened. So it looks like we have a gap up here on the Dow Jones, but it looks like it's kind of struggling here right now as we speak. So this should be resistance right now until proven otherwise, followed by this upsloping trend line here that was tested yesterday, but both of these guys were converging, so that's what made it more of a solid resistance at the moment. And then we got DXY kind of trending down, but it looks like it wants to get back above this trend line here. So we had an up move for a few days and then sideways chop. That's bullish for the dollar. And it's also had this inverse head and shoulder pattern formation here, which when it broke from the neckline and confirmed above, it's now trying to establish itself by consolidating, so it potentially could move higher in the next few days here, maybe next week. So the ES futures is up, but it's trying to struggle here. I mean, it's trying to get through here, struggling right now. IWM also gapped up, but this is major resistance right here, guys. So if this doesn't confirm by end of the day, if this doesn't reverse here, then it's probably gonna go higher. But right now, it's too early to say that it's confirmed a breakout yet. So don't jump the gun and say, oh, it's breaking out when it hasn't confirmed that. So what it needs is a daily close above yesterday's candle, which right now is above it, but it's still unconfirmed. So it's looking like it wants to go up. The Nasdaq also had a gap up, so it's now above this trend line. So this trend line is kind of off the table now. So what we have next would be tomorrow. If it gets up to 24,963, then that would be the level to watch tomorrow. Otherwise, this could easily reverse. I mean, it's up above yesterday and Monday's candle, but who knows if it's gonna pull back from here. Right now it's kind of red, early in the day. So this is the futures for Nasdaq. This is IWM for futures. S&P 500 right here. This is the index. So it's looking like it wants to go up here as expected. So 67.17 would be today's target. And then if we could adjust this line here like this, and there you go, we have a much clearer picture of where support is, where resistance is. So right now this is currently your levels to watch. So these levels here are major resistance. So if it could get back above this upsloping wedge pattern here, which at some point it's either gonna break out or break down. So right now it's kind of like in the unconfirmed breakdown zone. So the YM, this is the futures for the Dow Jones. Okay, so now let's take a look at the Magnificent Sevens here. So the Magnificent Sevens, Apple definitely gapped up from yesterday's close to 47, but it's kind of in the red right now. What I'm gonna be watching is this area here. If it can get above 255 up to 256. So basically this big red candle here is still kind of influencing price. So it needs to break above this trend line, which connects the low from September 24, and then get close above 256.45. So it has some ways to go. Amazon is kind of hovering, like kind of chopping below this trend line, which is kind of not good because there's a measured move target of about 200 if this keeps chopping sideways here for the next few days. And we only have Thursday and Friday for this week. Google, on the other hand, it did get up to this line. It gapped up. It went here initially. Market just been open for 4 minutes, and look at it go. If we look at it, the minute chart, So that's exactly what happened. 1 minute chart right here. So it's now starting to come back, but it is a gap up. So we'll see what happens by the end of the day. See if where this goes. I mean, if this breaks out, then you have this upper trend line here to watch as your next potential target, where price could pull back from. Otherwise, this could be a fake out. This could easily send price back to the midline, maybe even all the way down here in the next few days. So Meta right now, it's kind of hovering under this downsloping trend line. At some point, this can break out. So you're going to be watching the midline of the channel right here for resistance. But this has only been one hit here, second hit here. It rarely happens for any asset to break out after the third attempt. So Microsoft, same type of deal, but this has broken down from this upsloping trend line that connects the April lows. So this is pretty major. So we'll have to watch what it does in the next few days. So this kind of just chops sideways here. That's kind of a bear flag because it's a down move and chopping sideways, which means there could be more further downside, maybe to the midline right here around 500. And worst case scenario, it could go all the way down to 477 in the next few days or few weeks. Now Nvidia was up in the pre-market. Didn't get a chance to short this, but it basically was up here. I was seeing it in pre-market. The price was already here, so it's basically trying to fill gap window. But your maximum upside for today, I would say, would be somewhere around gap fill, so around 188. So you want to watch 181 as support. You don't want that broken. You could even say that if you are aggressive, you could say I want to enter 182, or but just gotta put your stop loss tight, like probably 181 or somewhere below 180. So sub 180 would be your stop loss. But if it does get here, you could also make this an add-on level where you add into the position and then just have your stop loss below this candle right here. So now we could take a look at Tesla. Tesla looks like it's trying to break out from this minor resistance right here, which that's the case, then this could easily go back to 453, followed by nearing previous all-time high of 470 right here. So this one still hasn't taken out its previous all-time high here of 489. So if it could get above Thursday's huge candle, then there's just a possibility that it could make a new all-time high around 510 in the coming days. Okay, so the VIX is down a little bit today, but notice this pattern though. Even on the VIX, huge spike, and then now it's like just chopping sideways. So if it breaks below 18.49, there's a chance that it will go lower, meaning greed is taking over the markets. Right now it's a little bit on the fearful side. So we'll have to watch this closely. Will it like just chop sideways and then go higher? So if you are kind of in camp that more selling may take place due to the uncertainties of the trade war that's happening, I think stagflation concerns, and the government being shut down for 2 weeks, then there's a possibility this thing could still spike up. But also beware, once this spikes up to maybe as high as 25, who knows how low the market is at that point, which means there could be some buying opportunity for people looking to buy into the markets. So now let's take a look at gold. Gold is at all-time highs. It's like just been going up non-stop, and yeah, I wouldn't chase this. So if you are looking to buy gold, I would say probably start picking up some gold, maybe here at 40.58, and then worst case scenario, it can even flush down all the way to 3,500. I mean, I would say that would be a really great retrace. Basically, breakout point. It was here back in April 22, 2025, broke out on September 2, 2025. So it took like 5 months for this consolidation to finally push price higher. And this is also on a time count. Time count is something useful I've learned from Garrett Soloway's videos. I really recommend his channel. He's the best. He's been doing technical trading and investing since like the .com. So he's been around for over 20 years, and he's really good at what he do. And I've learned a lot from just watching his videos since 2023, and I've been self-studying this stuff since 2021. So I'm still fairly new at this. There's always more stuff to learn, so always make room for learning. So 3,500 right here would be good. Should be a pretty good support, because this area was breakout zone, and if we draw a line that also coincides with this parallel channel. So if this was to go up to 4288, almost 4300, I would probably short gold there. But yeah, this is on a time count. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So that's 9 weeks of uptrend. And if we look back, it's had like 8 weeks uptrend, but 9 weeks is rare. 9 weeks in a row is pretty rare for gold, as you guys could clearly see. But if we zoom out to the 1 month chart, yeah, even on the 1 month, it just had its run since basically 2023 right here. So at some point, gold is gonna pull back, just like anything else. Really, they skyrocket, and then at some point they end up coming back in. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my Robinhood, since the market just opened like 11 minutes ago, to see what's going on. So UAME is one of my gainers today because I shorted it. So I'm gonna sell that contract. There may be other shortable opportunities. So I'm just going through my positions right now. TMQ, also another good one. It's now below $10, so that was a good, not bad of a short there. BCRX $6 call, is up 3%, so that was not a bad call right there. So I'm selling that. Yeah, the rest are let's see here. The rest are okay. It's just because gold has been on a rip. GDX, I did get a call for that. I mean, not a call, but I got a put option on this. So this one, if we do our technical analysis, what I usually like to do is draw a parallel channel, see if I could find a level here that makes sense. So this one, it looks like it's breaking out on the monthly time, but if we draw this one, it connects these low with these highs. Yeah, so I think that that makes sense right there. So if we drag it down, we're gonna have a secondary parallel channel, and then if we draw a trend line here, or just another parallel channel, drag it up. Hold on a sec. This one right here. So if we draw a parallel channel right here, drag it up, then drag it down all the way down. Then there you go. We have multiple parallel channels here. So let's see. I'll probably just draw a trend line at this point, probably connecting these highs. Oh, sorry, I did find a level earlier, so connecting this line here through here. So you see these pivot lows, I mean pivot highs here, pivot low, it kind of chops sideways here, went down, retrace, couldn't get, it got rejected, retrace again, got rejected, and this is like the third time it's hit this area. So if we look at it, $80 even number, looks like a good short for this week. We only have 2 days left, so anything can still happen in 2 days. This may pull back sharply from here, this may not pull back sharply from here, so we'll see. Other than that, there's also silver. Silver is see what silver is doing. Silver is also up, but if you're trying to get some exposure to the short side, um, you could look at iShares Silver SLV and just kind of do your technical analysis. So I'm going to be deleting these guys, start fresh. Um, so this is technically a double top, and double top, until proven otherwise, is still the dominant force. So we trust the level until it's broken. It's only hit. This is only the second hit since 2011. So $48 put would probably not be a bad idea. So just for the end of the week, I may be wrong. So I may just sell this tomorrow. But this is what technical analysis is all about, guys. Like you pretty much just draw your levels. I mean, find out your levels, draw some drawings on there, like a parallel channel. That's really all we're using here. We have RSI overbought for the monthly. If we see any big volume spike, this is also on a time count. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 weeks, guys. 11 weeks. Oil is up a little bit. Not much here. Not much going on here. So let's go ahead and go back to IWM, see how that's doing. So it looks like it might be trying to go up, but I'm still definitely gonna maybe get a short just for the end of the week, just in case this comes back in, which is kind of looking like it is. So 251 would be a good level. I mean, a good starting point for exposure on the short side if this does start to come back in. So at least you have some exposure in case it does do what it's supposed to do. All right, so now let's take a look at QQQ. So if you're trying to look at the Qs, this is the Nasdaq 100 ETF, and then you have here TLT's up today. I mean, TLT, yeah, is up because the US 10-year yield is up. They tend to have inverse correlation. So this is still looking like still trying to go down. And then TLT is a 20-year. I haven't done my analysis here yet, but we could do it together. So pretty much all you need to do is zoom out, and then connect the lows with the parallel channel, then connect the highs. See if there's if we zoom in, see if there's anything else we're missing here. Maybe I'll draw another parallel channel connecting these highs here, and there you go. Connecting the low right there, then the low here, it broke down, retrace here. So this area right here is your big test. So if you could go here this week, I would short TLT at 93.30. Maybe it goes up a little bit higher. So you also have this area here as extra, I would say extra resistance, but this would be minor, this would be major. And let's take a look at S&P, SPY, how that's doing. So that's we zoom into the daily chart. Look like we try to get into the resistance, but it's like pulling back already. So now that's pierced it, let's cross that off. It's just these two now that we're paying attention to. If you could get back above 668, it went to as high 667 today already. So if you could get in here and potentially close the day above these lines here, then there's a potential that it could go here by end of the week, 674. In which case that's where I will heavily short it again until it can break out and prove that, you know, it's no longer resistance. So once this breaks out from these lines, then it's probably just gonna go higher. Otherwise, there's really a potential for this to go lower at this time. All right, so what else we got? DIA. So if you're trying to get into the Dow Jones, whether you're long or short, this is the ETF you should be following. DIA. All right, so SPXX. Let's see here. So I only have 5 different positions right now on my Robinhood account. Let's see here. So I have silver put, GDX put, DIA. Let's see, maybe there is a play. No, I would not go short this now unless it could probably go here today to around 605. But SPY also the same thing because it's already red. If it could get to 668 by end of the day, then I might be looking to short it or add on to my position even more. So yeah, right now it's a little too late to do that. You want it to push up and then add into your position if you're looking to add into your position. The Magnificent Sevens are up, but not at the levels where I'm considering shorting it. If you're looking to short just, you know, all the Magnificent Sevens, then mags would be your best bet. So mags, basically you just get a put option for mags. If this gets up here, that means all the Magnificent Sevens are probably grinding higher. If this gets to 65, 60 by the end of the week. All right, so what else we got here? Oh yeah, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is kind of forming this head and shoulders. I think I did mention this in my last video. I know there's a lot of lines, but yeah, just these are major lines here. These, as you can see, this went up here, got rejected, went up here, got rejected, almost got there, got above. I mean, got to the line the third time, got rejected pretty heavily. So now this other line here, which also coincides with the fib 0382, would be major technical resistance, followed by the 50% retrace and these lines here. So if it goes here, then that's kind of validating that this is forming like a right shoulder, especially if it curls over. And then you just gotta watch this trend line, this neckline here for support. So the more it hits a trend line, the more likely it's gonna break at some point. All right, now I'm gonna take a look at Stock Screener on Robinhood to see if there are any stocks that are skyrocketing today. See if we can find a good short. So before I short something, I look at the chart first. Or before I go along something, I look at the charts first. So Bitdeer Technologies Group. Okay, this has already had its run and it's already pulling back in early in the day. So I'm not even gonna bother with that. Also, the volume has to be at least 1 million. I have found another one. It's called SMR. This might be like okay, an energy play. So energy has been skyrocketing too. So it's been the minor stocks, energies. This one is at all-time high. So there may be a short here, but let's see. Let's do analysis first. So let's go ahead and do the parallel channel. Connect the high here. Connect the low. Let's go ahead and zoom into the weekly. So yeah, if this could go higher this month, then it has a shot of going to 58. Otherwise, this might just be yeah, this is probably it for this one, unless it could break out from here. This would be like second hit. So 54, if you're trying to short this, you probably want to oh man, yeah, this is pretty pricey to short, so I'm just gonna stay away from that. I like to short something that's not too expensive. So NVTS. NVTS is a semiconductor corporation. Um, this one is nowhere near level I would short, even though yeah, RSI is overbought. Also ask yourself if there's a pattern formation that you're seeing here. There's definitely a bull flag, so this could be the next leg up here. So if we do a measured move from the bottom to top, and then it's already had its consolidation and looking like it's breaking out already, so just take that measurement from the breakout point, and then that is your target. So if we also draw parallel channel, hold on a sec, see if we can yeah, so see that. All right, that's the target right there. So yeah, now we have a clear picture of how high this thing could go. That's where I would probably short this. So this is a no touch right now. Even though it is running into some resistance right here, this is kind of like where it broke down, and this would be considered like a retrace right here. So this could also serve as extra support, I mean resistance, maybe all the way here as well. So 1584, that would probably be a good level to start a short for this stock. All right, other than that, we have APLD up 11%. Applied Digital Corporation, oh yeah, this one is about to run into some resistance, but let's go ahead and restart this. So it looks like this may be forming an inverse head and shoulders here. Big moves come from failed moves too, so if this doesn't play out the way it's supposed to, then be prepared to exit your position. So you should always have an exit strategy if things doesn't go the way you're anticipating. So now we could also connect the lows here, then drag this up, and look at what we got. It's currently trading under the midline of the channel, followed by the lows here before the breakdown. So we could definitely work with that. So this high here connect to the pivot lows here, and then we got 41.21 as potential major resistance in the near term. So we're just doing technical analysis live right now, guys. And then we got HUT. I have to go here in a few minutes because I have to feed my kid, my 1.5-year-old, and my oldest kid who's 5 and TK here soon. So this one, if we connect the lows, connect the highs, it already pierced the midline of the channel, so we assume that it's gonna probably go to 65 at this point. All right, there's a lot that are up right now. PPTA or MVST. MVST is Microbass Holdings, producer manufacturing. Let's see what we got going on here. So it looks like it's at a level on this low here. These pivot low, pivot high, pivot low, pivot high. So this actually might be a good level to short, but let's see, let's find other levels. If there are other levels, then we'll go with that. So maybe this low here connected to these here. Then we got a parallel channel as well. So 2 factors right there. Microbass Holdings. So okay, so let's go ahead and it's only $6 to short this for this week. I mean $65 for next week, so about 160. So yeah, I don't mind. I'll short this. So if it could break out from here, this would be only third hit for the channel. This would be like third hit as well for this trend line here. So if it could break out from here, then yeah, it's gonna go probably to this area here where it just had like sideways shop, then consolidation. So 881, um, followed by at this topping tail right here. If you could get through that, that would be your next wall of resistance right there. Then you have all these guys here up here. All right. Okay, so now everything else is like below 10% increase for the day. So I don't really pay attention to those. I only pay attention if it's like 10% or more. And if they are at resistance or support, then that's really all I care about. So now we're looking at new 52-week lows. So 52-week lows, I see a 1.53 billion market cap. Ticker is SOC. So Sable Offshore Corp. This one is beating down. So this is energy, minerals, integrated oil. Here, so let's kind of look at the Magnificent Sevens. They're up significantly today. IWM still up. So yeah, small caps, mid caps should be going up with that. I'm gonna check BTCC real quick. See what is down, what is up. So I'm looking at BTCC. AMD is up 5% today. Okay, that's AI semiconductor play. Okay, so it looks like it's just trying to hover around here, but you still got basically 230, 240 to beat. If you could beat that, then it's probably gonna go all the way to 275. All right, so I think that is it for today, guys. I have to go. Thank you guys for watching. I will see